Hello, I'm Les. I'm an old guy that likes to paddle whitewater rivers. Today I'll be going over with you the rapids and the lines through them of the first half or two-thirds of the Ocoee River from the entrance at Grumpy's down to the doldrums. I'll make a second video, part 2, which will go from the doldrums out to Powerhouse. The Ocoee is a great Class 3 river with lots of rapids. The rapids have lots of lines. I'll just be showing you the lines that I take, most of which were shown to me by Rick Steves over the last few years. I'm not an expert kayaker. I'm not an expert on the Ocoee, but if you haven't run the river or have trouble with it, you may find this video helpful. In this video, I'll use red arrows to show holes or other obstacles, and blue arrows will either show landmarks or the line through a rapid. If you have any questions, feel free to message me and have a good time watching the video. The first rapid is known as Grumpy's. The rapid isn't all that difficult, but a swim is pretty nasty, so some people elect to skip it and put in a little bit further down. As soon as you come off the ramp, you'll see 3 rocks. We want to look at the small rock in the middle and the larger rock behind it. The line is either going to be between these 2 rocks or behind the large triangular rock. I'll start by going between the rocks in my first pass. As you come out of the eddy, try to ferry upstream as much as you can in the position of the line to avoid the submerged rocks to the right. After that, continue to follow the line before you of rather calm water near the shore until you begin to see this right here where there is a path between the holes. Here I'm coming out of the eddy too low, so I'll hit the rocks that are submerged and almost flip. There I go, almost over. And then I was too low to make the straight line and did flip. Now I'm going to go through the lower route below the triangular rock. The main reason I did that is because I got stuck on some rocks that are right above that rock. Once I came off, I had to go below the rock, and you'll see the results. Once you're out from behind the rock in the eddy, again, try to ferry upstream as much as possible to get as high an entrance into this area as you can. I bumped a rock anyway, but I was able to get high enough to get into the main flow and main path. The next rapid is Broken Nose. The lead up is fairly shallow. You're looking for the top ledge, which is right here, shown by the blue arrow, and is the marker for an eddy on the far right. First we'll go by getting into the eddy. Once you're in the eddy and you come out, you'll be just below that top ledge. Peel out and you'll ferry over just below that top ledge. Swing around and you'll see the next ledge, which I punch. The current's going to tend to push you right, but move left to get here. The right red arrow shows a submerged rock sort of in the middle, and you're going to want to be to the left of that rock. The right blue arrow is the line. The left red arrow is another submerged rock that you can't really see. And the left arrow is a rock downstream you can sort of use to line up. Now just run to the left of that submerged rock and then move a little right because of a rock below that, and you're through.
That was broken nose.
This is a run without using the eddy. We pass the first ledge to the left, and follow the current, and don't punch the ledge, just follow the current around to the right, but then you have to ferry over left pretty quickly, get lined up in the same spot I mentioned before, and right we're going to go just left of that submerged rock in the middle, and then go a little bit right to split those rocks, and we're done. As soon as you finish broken nose, you start on second helping the next rapid. Start moving to river left. At this point, you're left of center. You will clip the edge of this left hole, avoiding the hole on the right, and then just run down left of center. You'll end up going between a series of holes. Here are a couple of holes near the bottom you'll run between, and a hole on the right. The next rapid is slice and dice. Move to river left. That lets you avoid the large hole on the right. After that, you'll punch this small ledge and then set up in the center. Now you'll run right between the large hole on the left and the small hole on the right. As you go past this last hole on the left, I tend to get pushed downstream and go over these very shallow rocks, scraping plastic off my boat. Not very satisfying. I think a better way would be either to take a hard left right past the left hole to go around those rocks, or to exit on river right. I'll try that next time I run this rapid. The next rapid is Moonshoot. It has two sections. The first is a fairly simple Class 2 rapid, but you can make it more difficult. The easy route is to go right behind the large rock and then down the straightforward Class 2 rapid. For a more challenging run, go past the large rock to the second rock with the gap in it, and try the fairly difficult ferry behind that rock before going through the rapid. When I try this ferry, I frequently miss it. For the second half of the rapid, you want to line up between the rocks on the shore and the big rock in the center of the river. That lets you go through a ledge and miss the large rock that's fairly hidden on river left. The ledge and rock are shown from below. The next rapid is Double Suck. It has a fairly retentive hole which you will want to avoid. You'll know you're getting close to it when you see this large rock in the middle of the river with vegetation. The easiest way to run Double Suck is to go over the booth rock that's just to the right of the hole. Make your way to the right side of the river until you come to this section where you'll split two sets of rocks. Once you're past the rocks, you can line up. The arrow on the right shows a downstream rock you can use to help line yourself up. The left arrow shows the submerged rock you're going to boof over. The next rapid is Double Trouble. Run right of center down towards the right shore until you get close to the rapid. You'll know it's time to begin moving to the center when you see the large rock in the foreground, and you'll want to move in the direction of the rock with the blue arrow in the background. Now square up because you want to hit that first wave left of center, and then run the next few waves right down the middle. The next rapid is left, right, left. Start out near the left shore, passing a series of ledges and flat rocks. You'll know it is time to start moving right when you get to this large, flat rock with a small tree growing out of it. Once you run between these two holes following the tongue, start moving slowly to the left. Run between these two small holes and then move further left closer to the shore to avoid the large hole just now to your right. Stay at this general area, and there will be one more small drop further down, which I did not record. The next rapid is Flipper, which has two parts. The first is this ledge, which you can run on the right, or you can punch down the middle. Either way works. The second half is down the right side. You run this tongue between two holes and then punch the bottom ledge, and you're basically done. Below that is just a wave train, and then you'll be in the doldrums. I'm going to show you now a different move on the second part of Flipper. After you punch the top ledge, if you run left of center instead of on the right, you'll pass this large rock and then come to two more rocks with an eddy in between. Try to hit that eddy and ferry out above the next drop. I almost make it, more or less, and then punch the last ledge at the bottom. Just an extra move if you're feeling adventuresome. And that's the end of part 1.